Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to a pick a card reading. I have not done this for a while, so I thought today is a good idea to start doing pick a card reading with a very simple question of yes and no, where you get to decide uh, the question and I'll answer it as a yes or no. And these are very popular kind of thing, and I like to do it very frequently because questions change and you need more options. So there are already a few yes or no readings on my channel, so you can use them once in a while, and I'll keep adding more options as time comes along. So today we have four piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And I'm going to use Osho's and Tarot for doing yes or no, and I'm also going to use this Power of Love cards as the oracle card to develop the answer further. Whatever we get between yes or no, why and what should we do, or how should we handle that situation. So I'm going to use the oracle cards for that. So let's get started with pile 1. So I'm going to pick 3 cards for yes and 3 cards for no. Even before that, there is this card of conditioning jumping out. It's the devil card, which is saying that you yourself are not very aware of what you are capable of. You are being caged in a certain desire or someone else's desire. Maybe someone's expectations are too much from you and which are different from what you are doing right now, something like that, and what you actually want or what you actually are capable of. Someone is undermining you and you are accepting that. So think about that while I'm pulling the cards for yes and no. So at the bottom of the deck is beyond illusion. So something is coming to an end. Some that self-realization is coming to bring something to an end. That is a great thing. And for yes, we have integration, comparison, and six. I always get stuck with this word schizophrenia. Yeah, whatever it is, I cannot pronounce that. Change, rebirth, and transformation. So the answer is no, whatever your question is, but the whole message here is that you have to go through this rebirth and you have to transform yourself, because enough of others expectations of you and fulfilling others expectation. What is the expectation of you yourself, with you, what you think about you, what you want to do, what is your expectation from yourself. You need to understand that and recreate yourself. You need to give yourself a rebirth, and this change is quite easy, let me say, because of the wheel of fortune showing up here. I feel that this change would be very easy, it would not be very tough. So I think your question was more inclined towards, will you be able to fulfill a certain thing which is expected out of you and which is not something that you really don't want to do, something on those grounds. Let's see what the oracle cards have to add to this. So we have humility, we have vision, and friendliness. So what I'm seeing here is that you when you decide what is something that you want to do and what you want to achieve with your own self, there would be a lot of people coming and arguing that no, you are not supposed to do this, you are not supposed to do that, something on those grounds, because they want you to fulfill their expectations, their needs, and their uh, aims that they have for you or through you. Like they want to achieve something through you, so you have to do something, whatever it is. You need to tell them that you understand that, and with great humility you have to tell them that you understand why they are doing, and it maybe they are doing, thinking that they are doing a great thing for you, but you need to, with lot of friendly expression, you need to tell them that now is the time when you should follow your own heart. You cannot keep living for them. You need to live for yourself and follow your own vision, and you have to do something that you really wanted in life. That's what the cards are telling. So I stopped there, and there's a lot of thought here, and you need to reflect upon a lot of things. That's what I'm understanding. Once you are ready with your reflection, I would request you to please share it with me either in the chat box below or in the comment box below, or through my email on my website. The email address is also given below. I would really like to read through your story and understand how this reading related to you. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye and namaste. So I usually don't like to edit this part, so I'll still have it, but yeah, you should know that I'm putting the cards back in random places. Hi Pile 2, how are you? So this is your reading. So let's see whether your answer is yes or no. Okay, there are a lot of, you're a bit confused, and there's a lot of anxiety around you in your environment. There are people who want say something and they mean something else. You need to read in between the lines, and what the cards are telling is that the luck is in your favor. Whether the answer is yes or no, there would be a reason for that, but then be careful of people around you first of all, and concentrate on your third eye chakra. I'll make a video about that, how to activate your third eye chakra, or how to develop your third eye chakra. That would be at a later stage, but do some kind of meditation for third eye chakra, or listen to some third eye chakra activation music. So having said that, let's pull 3 cards for yes and 3 cards for no. Another card falling out. It says that you are at the full potential of doing something that you really wanted to do. The luck is in your favor, as we already saw, but the people around you are not very favorable, so be careful of them. Don't trust anyone other than yourself. And let's see now if it's a yes or no. So bottom of the deck is transformation. Things are changing for you very quickly. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what are the cards for yes. Possibilities, Fool, and friendliness. And for no, it is letting go, projection, and isolation. What I'm saying here is that, or what the universe is showing me, to be more precisely. There are a lot of possibilities around you. It is a yes. Only thing is that you need to take a risk. You cannot be in your comfort zone and do whatever you want to do. And also there is a certain kind of journey of knowing someone at a very close level, at a very deep emotional level. Maybe it's your questions related to work, then you will have to know a colleague more than a colleague. You will probably get into conversations of your personal lives and personal journeys and something like that. You will become best friends even after this opportunity or project is over. And whether it's related to love, yeah, you will have to get into a very deep intimate relationship, but you have to take a risk. You really cannot avoid that risk. So the answer is yes for you, but take that risk. Let's see what the oracle cards have to add here. Virtue, transformation, and humility. Humility actually came for the pile 1 also, but yeah, for you it is more of knowing or acknowledging that what you want in your life, and on a higher level what is good for you. That is something that is very important, to transform yourself, to take that risk, to understand what you actually want from yourself, and then with great humility go and express that to everyone. And intuitively, if you can recognize that one person with whom you have to get a little closer, be very human like, have a very human like behavior, non-competing behavior with that one person. But if you are not able to identify that person, because there's a lot of people around you who are acting as very friendly but not being very friendly, then you need to just wait there, work on self transformation, and this person will come and identify you and will completely try to get close to you. You need to have your boundaries, but at the right time this person will have the key to just open the door and walk into your life. This person will find that way. You don't have to worry about that. So that's your reading. Please share your comments with me about this. If it is resonating with you, I'll be very happy to read your story. I really like to understand how the readings relate to a larger set of people. It really helps me and motivates me to keep doing more readings. So that's your reading, pile 2. Thank you so much. Pile 3, how are you? Let's see what your answer is, whether it's yes or no. So these two. So the card of existence and friendliness. So I think you have a very strong ability to transform your life, pull down the skies and all the favors from the gods and goddesses for yourself, and bring something to yourself, attract something to yourself. It can be a relationship, it can be a project, it can be anything. Whatever your question is about, you can attract that to yourself. But that is the ability. Let's see if the answer is yes or no, and if it is yes, why it is yes, and if it's no, why it is no. So I'm going to pick 3 cards for yes and 3 cards for no. But I definitely see that you have a lot of magnetic, charismatic power right now, and you can win favors right now from others. First 3 cards for yes, and the next 3 cards for No. Bottom of the deck is nothingness, which is pure bliss, pure knowledge. So you are experiencing a lot of knowledge right now, and very much divine connection is there with you. Possibly that's the reason why you are able to attract all the blessings from the universe. And then we have, we are the world, change and conditioning. Those three were for yes, and these three are for no. Comparison, rebirth, and possibilities. What I'm seeing here is that it's a very much a yes, things are changing for you, but the connection here is that you need to understand, although we all are connected to each other, we live our life in a very interconnected way, but to live your life in a peaceful way and to be successful in whatever your question is, and whether you should do that or not, the answer is yes. But to do that very successfully, you need to have your own self identity. You cannot dissolve your identity and become something that you are not. You cannot dissolve everything and become someone else to be part of a group. You have to nurture your self identity, and that self identity will help you to become more successful over a period of time. I know there would be challenges with that, and you might feel at a certain point in the journey that Astral Luck said yes, but it's not working out, and I'm facing a lot of challenges because I'm nurturing my self identity, because people around you will not like strong personal identity, but still the cards are suggesting that you should continue doing that, because in the long term you will definitely have a good sense of self identity and success, which will be appreciated. So there is the card of tolerance that has fallen down, and individuality. See, I was talking about self-identity, which is about everything about individuality, right? Nurturing your individual self. So sometimes the universe communicates in so beautiful ways that you don't even need to have cards, but you still can keep thinking about or downloading messages. And then we have compassion. So very clearly the tolerance and compassion cards are pointing in a direction that when people show resistance about your individuality, you need to show tolerance and compassion, sticking to your own identity, but to understand that yes, others are getting threatened. What you can do to resolve that behavior, that they should not feel threatened while you retain your individuality, you need to work towards that. And once you work in that direction, you'll see that slowly and steadily people will understand that you are a very important part of their team, and your individuality is even more valuable, and it is an asset of the team, and they will appreciate you. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know how you feel about this reading, but please share in the comments if you can relate to it. It really helps me to understand why this reading was meaningful to you, and it's quite motivating for me to read those personal stories. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let's move on to pile 4. Pile 4, let's see whether your answer is yes or no. And okay, what I'm seeing here is that you are working hard to get into a new adventure, but you are very indecisive whether this new adventure is for you or it's not for you. That's more like the situation that the cards were showing to me. But okay, you are really confused. The cards are jumping out and dropping. I've almost dropped half of the deck, and then you are so confused whether you should participate in your own sense of adventure or you need to compromise, and compromise is not a very healthy situation for you. That's what I'm feeling here. So let's find that yes or no. I think among all the four piles, you are the pile which really needs a clear cut answer whether it's a yes or no, because you are quite confused and you are very exhausted. The card of exhaustion is here. So yeah, let me pull 3 cards for yes and 3 cards for no. Okay, for some reason there's one extra card for no. To counterbalance that, I need one more card for yes. I think the confusion is quite evident, and the bottom of the deck is totality, which is talking about you cannot make decision in isolation. You have to see the complete picture. You really cannot avoid a lot of things, and that's why you are confused. So we have experiencing exhaustion. This card actually jumped out for you in the first place, and then aloneness and intensity. And for no, we have transformation, politics, the miser, and projections. So what I'm seeing here is that clearly the answer is no. Whatever you have been thinking about this new adventure, this time around, what I'm seeing here is that right now it's not very safe for you to get into that adventure. But what the cards are suggesting is that this adventure is very much possible, but this is not the right time. They are saying that wait, the urge or the intensity, because the confusion is there right now because the time is not appropriate, and when the time is right, you will have a great self-awareness that now is the time to actually follow through this whole journey, and you will continue that journey. Although there is a fair sense of warning and information that while you stay back to whatever you are doing to maintain your status quo and not going through that new adventure or new journey that you always wanted to have, you need to be little careful, because people around you are not very friendly wherever you are right now, and possibly that's the reason why you want to have this new adventure. But trust me, this is not the time. Maybe they are saying that 3 months, 3 years, different people, different time frames, the journey, or 3 weeks also, but depending on who you are, what you are doing, and what is your expectations. The people around you are not very friendly wherever you are, but you still have to stay there, protecting yourself, shielding yourself. Not the people around you are showing you a lot of possibilities in future and stealing away your resources. It's almost like coming up with very promising crazy proposals and asking you to invest in those proposals, and then there's never looking back. You never see that investment back in your life. So you are dealing with such kind of people, and what the cards here are suggesting, that although you have to be surrounded with them, you have to protect yourself, learn yourself, transform yourself. You have to learn how to protect yourself. You have still not learned the art, because even when you go on your individual adventure, what the cards are telling is that you will continue to find such people who will try to take advantage of you, and you need to transform yourself, staying back right now to how to protect yourself, and then once you are ready, you have to single-handedly go on that adventure. You don't have to carry a lot of resources, you don't have to take friends along. You will be equipped to walk on that road or that adventure single-handedly, all by yourself, with great love and compassion. So that's what the cards are suggesting here. Let's see what the oracles add to this information. So whatever your adventure is, it is very much possible. Just wait for the right time. So the cards are acting very sticky right now. I have shuffled this many times for the other piles, but they were quite moving very freely. And now they are very sticky. So that's saying that you are really urging for freedom, but there is, you don't have that freedom right now. People are, what I'm seeing here is that everyone around you has some kind of expectation from you, and you are almost like feeling that you're dying every day, bit by bit. You are getting somebody is stealing away your energy bit by bit, by taking away all your resources, or making you a lot of things that you really don't like them doing. You need your freedom, you need your joy, that's what they're saying. But then you will get all of that when you learn how to handle these people, because there's no escapism, because wherever you go, people are like that. That's basic mentality in this Kali Yuga, that's how they say. But if you want to find that freedom, you want to have joy, stay here and try to learn how to nurture that joy and freedom. And once you have nurtured that, then you are free to go for all the adventures that you always wanted. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to have a personal reading with me, visit my website astralluck.com. The link is given below. Until next time, bye bye and namaste.